now. All right, welcome everybody. We have about 65 participants right now. Definitely can, let our teammates know. Let's get it up to above 100. I'm your host, Avi Kaushik, and we have an incredible speaker for you here today, and that is none other than Mr. Money Michael Huggins. And, just a quick introduction about Michael. Before getting started with Renatus, Michael was absolutely drowning in student debt. He had, he was making his monthly payments towards this, and realized he was mostly paying just interest. And if he was going down that path, he knew he would never be able to pay it off. During this time, he was working 2 low-wage jobs and, just felt trapped. And he had to find a way out. Started looking for other income generation activities, and after a few failed attempts, he found Renatus, just like a lot of us did. And initially, his girlfriend and different family members were not very, supportive of this particular opportunity. But because Michael was persistent about convincing them that, this is where, the future lies for him, some of these people ended up becoming his strongest supporters, especially, his current wife, Vanessa, who was his girlfriend back then. Now, after Renatus, Michael became 100% committed. There were many nights where he was sleep deprived, but decided to, stay awake, plug into the education, watch it, and learn how to also share this opportunity with people around the country. And, if we fast forward today, 8.5 years later, Michael is now a 7-figure income earner, currently the #1 income earner at Renatus, and we're just, very fortunate to have him share his lessons that he's learned along the way. So without further delay, I'd like to bring on the line Mr. Michael Huggins. Hey, Michael, how are you today?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Avi. I'm doing fantastic. How's everybody out there in internet land? Good morning. It's Wealth Wednesday. Let's do this. We got an exciting event tonight in Denver. For all y'all wondering, we are doing two meetings tonight. One is for guests, and then one is a recap, breakdown of Helios, what happened at Nationals, getting our bio set up, everything like that. Which, good morning, Brian. By the way, guys, everybody should fill out their bio. When you log into Helios, there's a spot for you to fill out your bio and put up a picture. So everyone here in Denver, we're going to be working on that tonight. If you haven't done that yet, do it tonight. Get it done today. No more delay. Cool. Okay. Let's talk about making money. It's not the most important thing in the world, but if we don't have any, feels like it is the most important thing. So let's figure out how to get some. All right. Let me pull this up here while we're getting everybody else logging in. Remember, we want to get over 100 people, so send out some reminders. Hey, it's Wealth Wednesday. Get on the call, get on the call, get on the call. Let's do this. Some people just need a reminder. Actually, most people just need a reminder. Do you know that? Most people just need a reminder. They don't need new information. Okay, there we go. And okay. All right, there we go. All right, here's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on a formula for finding or for using our 3-foot rule. The thing that Bob ended on. We've created a formula for it, so I want to train on that today. Clear on it. So let me just pull this up real quick. Okay. Nice. All right, well, I'm pulling this up. Just want to remind everyone about where you can go to get your cards printed. You can go to gotprint.com. Gotprint.com to start building your business cards and getting everything ready for this 3-foot rule stuff. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so there's that. All right. Boom. Okay. Okay. Just trying to pull my screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. There we go. Share. Okay, so the name of the game, the only way to get this done. There's one part to this equation, and that is add value. That's what we're doing here. That's all we're doing here. Everyone who's ever made any amount of money, the only reason is because they added value. So that's what we're going to focus on here. Moving forward, if you have not been focusing on adding value in your business, and you've been looking for customers, or you've been trying to solve problems, or whatever, remember, some problems aren't valuable to solve. So we need to be more specific about what we're doing here. It's not just solving problems. It's adding value while solving problems. It's adding value while bringing new ideas. It's adding value while listening, okay? It's adding value. If you add the value or multiply, okay, we got to make sure we have the or multiply on here. There we go. Or multiply. That's what we're here to do. It's all focusing on value, not on goals, not on problems. The focus is on value. What are you doing? What are you doing, and is it valuable? Okay, so I made a little Word doc so we can all just follow this along real quick. So let me just pull this up real quick here. And this will be easy. See, that's the good news about this business is this stuff is easy. This stuff is not too easy. It's easy. Okay. All right, and just a reminder for those of you who weren't here, we are all, or we're at Nationals, we're all going to Panama for Leaders Retreat. Holy cow, everybody. If you haven't thought about this, it's time. It's time. You got to get a passport. You got to get organized. You got to get the time set aside. It's going to be about $2,000 to go. If you want to go all out, if you want to do it on a budget and just make your dollar stretch, you could get it all done for about $1,500 Okay, it's freaking awesome. There you go. Gotta get your passport, gotta get your passport. Gonna go see the Atlantic side and the Pacific side. This is gonna make everybody so jealous. That's not what it's about, but you know, you're gonna get jealous. Okay, 8 steps, 8 steps. All in 8 steps, but where the heck is it? There it is. Okay, time to share screen. All right, you're gonna love this PowerPoint, everybody. I did this for a Super Saturday. But now it's gonna be captured for everybody into the interweb. Let me quickly, because this is something I made about a year ago. Scanning for compliance real quick. Hold on, let me check. No claims. There we go. Okay. Oh, we are so compliant. So even back when compliance wasn't the emphasis on everything, we were still compliant. This is going to be awesome. Here we go. Share screen. Man, if you don't have your team on here for this training, hey, I don't know what to do. We told you. We done told you. Get them on the line. So here we go. Pandemonium in Panama. Darn tootin'. Here we go. All right. PowerPoint. Should be able to see a PowerPoint right now. 3 a day. Hey, welcome to the call. Doug and Teresa and everybody, welcome. Let's get it going. We're here to talk about old school social networking. Here we go. Okay, remember how I told you I like easy, I like duplicatable, I like cheap, inexpensive, reliable. Okay, that's what I want. We want it to be able to be predictable as well. That's the word I'm looking for, predictable. Okay, so here's how it works. We're going to do it in 8 steps. Our goal when we're talking to people, when we're out and about, by the way, here's the thing, 3 a day, 3 foot. If you do 3 a day, that's 90 a month, that's 1,080 a year. Law of averages are going to work in your favor. You need to make up in numbers what you lack in skill. 3 a day. And 1 takes about 5 minutes, maybe 10. So if you do 3 a day, you might be working for half an hour a day. That's good news. So the goal while we're working is education and understanding. What's the goal? Education and understanding. Help the blind to see and the deaf to hear. That's our goal. So when you're out and about, keep it in your mind. My goal, education and understanding. Not close the sale, not get anything else. Education and understanding. So you could just imagine it's on the tip of your tongue. If people are like, well, what are you doing? Education and understanding. I'm out here to educate and help people understand what we do and how we can help them. Education and understanding. Got it? That's our goal. So step 1 is be in a hurry. Psychological processes happen when people understand that someone else is in a hurry. We're able to shortcut a lot of social niceties. We're able to shortcut a lot of the conversation if you set the premise, I'm in a hurry. Okay? So people are also more attracted to people who are in a hurry and have important things and aren't there to waste time. So if you start every call or face-to-face conversation with the feeling that you're in a hurry, you will find your invitations will be shorter. There will be less questions and people will respect you and your time much more. So how do you be in a hurry if you're not in a hurry? It's simple. You just start out with something like this. Hey, I don't have a lot of time right now. Just start out your sentence with that. Hey, Stu, how's it going? Good. Hey, I don't have a lot of time right now, but I just wanted to cover this with you real quick. That's it. I don't have a lot of time right now. Or hey, I'm in a hurry. I mean, you literally have to say it as step 1. It's like, You're setting the tone for the conversation. Okay, so you're approaching a person anywhere. If they're not your friend, right? You don't know them. You're riding the light rail, right? You're saving gas. You're saving the planet. You're riding the light rail into town. You could look up. Your stop is just a few stops away. You say, "Well, hey man, I'm about to jump off the train, but and then go into it. Right? Hey, I'm about to leave. Hey, I gotta go. Hey, I'm in a hurry. Hey, this will only take a sec because I'm in the middle of something. Hey, everyone's got step one. Be in a hurry. Step two is a compliment. This is critical. The sincere compliment, and it must be sincere, opens the door to a real communication and will make the prospect much more agreeable to hearing what you have to say. Compliment must be sincere. So a compliment does not have to be big to be sincere. It has to be sincere in order to mean anything. Okay? So it's like this. Another way of saying this is people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. So if you compliment and it's sincere, now they know you care. Now they're interested in knowing what you know. Following this? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So the compliment could be so simple. Yesterday I was at the gas station filling up gas. Go inside, right, buy a kombucha. How incredible is it that gas stations have kombucha today? Oh, I'm so grateful. So go in and grab my drink. And the cash register's got some funky shoes on, some cool rainbow shoes, right? So all I said was, hey, cool shoes. That's it. Cool shoes. Compliment. Well, now all of a sudden she's beaming. She's smiling. Oh, thanks. She started in this story. Yesterday I was hiking. I ruined my other shoe. Now I got them. Oh, you like to hike? Oh, me too. Hey, and then I'll just show you the next few steps. But that compliment, nice shoes. That's it. Started everything. Okay? Or one thing is nice attitude, or I love your energy, or you have a great smile, or just something about what they're wearing, especially if they're on the clock, if they're working. You say, man, I really like what you've done with this place, or I like how you make this place feel, or I love when I walked in here, you were smiling. There's so many things you could do. You're sitting on that light rail, right? Saving gas, saving the planet. And you're sitting next to that person. They got nice shoes. They got a nice watch. They got a nice computer bag. They got a nice attitude. They got a nice smile. They got a nice sunglasses, right? Especially in Colorado, 300 days of sunshine. A lot of people will be wearing sunglasses. Say, hey man, nice shades. They're cool. And some people, oh, I just got these $5 at the gas station. You're like, oh, well, get some good taste. $5 at the gas station. Nice. Or whatever. I'm telling you, you already know how to do this. Your mom already taught you how to do this. You just forgot because you thought you had to go get a job instead of be nice to people. Okay? So step 2, compliment. Must be sincere. Doesn't have to be big. Now step 3. Step 3 is make the invite. So we have the direct approach. Do you plan on doing what you're doing now for the rest of your career? Right? You're genuinely interested. You have to be actually interested. You can't say it in a tone that's like, hey, dumbass, if you answer this question wrong, I'm going to laugh at you. Right? You've got to make them want to open up. So be genuinely interested. Hey, you plan on working here for the next 10 years or so, or are you itching for something new? If they say, no, I'm set, you're good. But if they're like, wow, man, I don't know. I just know I don't want to be here. This is just to pay the bills, whatever I'm doing. Okay. Or the indirect approach. Who do you know that might be looking for a strong business that they could run from home? Now remember, to be clear, this is not a business opportunity. Do not say those words together. We are not business op. So don't say biz op. Don't say those two words together. Okay? In a different sentence, you can say opportunity. In a different sentence, you can say business. But really, we are not that, so don't put those two words together. You look for a business opportunity, do not say that. We are not a business opportunity. Okay? We are a training company. We're an education company. We are not a biz op. So don't say that. You can say business because we're implying a real estate business. How would you like to learn how to run a real estate business from home? Okay? But that first direct question, because you've given them a compliment, for me, it's been super easy to just say, oh, do you plan on doing what you're doing now for the rest of your career? Because instantly they're going to go, oh my goodness, the only reason this person is asking this question is because they have something for me. So they're going to open up. Hey, do you plan on doing what you're doing now for the rest of your career? Okay. You guys got this? Be inquisitive, be genuine, be interested. Don't be interesting, be interested. Next. So this is if you know the person. I've always respected you, the way you think. You see things differently. You're not an average guy and you're a forward thinker. I ran across an opportunity. Notice how I didn't say business opportunity. Okay? And you know what? I'm actually going to edit this right now. We're going to change this to possibility. There we go. Ran across this possibility. A company that's expanding in this area, and I thought about you. I thought, hey, maybe this guy could help me evaluate this, take a look at this, and if you like what you see, I like what I see. Maybe we could do something together. See how easy that is? Oh, is that easy? That is so easy. And guess what? We're not making claims. So we don't need to disclaim. We're just sharing. We're just talking. Get it? So it doesn't matter if they've been in business or not, right? If they're just a nice guy in your neighborhood, or you like how they treat their kids or their spouse, you like how they, you just like something about them. You say that. Hey, I've always liked this thing about you. You're not average. You're a forward thinker. Well, I ran across this possibility. A company that's expanding in this area where we are, Salt Lake or Denver or wherever we are, we're expanding. And I thought about you. I thought, hey, maybe this guy could help me evaluate this. Take a look at it. And if you like what you see, which I like what I see, maybe we could do something together. Right? Right. We could all do this. So take a moment right now. I want people to start typing into the chat box something like what we did with step 3 here. Come up with 2 of your own. Well, let's come up with them together. We don't have, we'll grab 2 more from each other right here in the moment of some more examples. Let's just take a second and think, what's something else I would say while I'm getting ready to pay this compliment, and then step 3 is make this invite. Right? Well, hey, we got a lot in common. I wasn't planning on doing what I was doing for the rest of my career. I made a career shift into real estate. I don't know if you've ever thought about real estate, but did you know most millionaires hold their wealth in real estate? So maybe if you want to take a look at what I'm doing, maybe we could do something together. And I just made that up just now. what's something else? Oh, thank you. I love accuracy. Ran across a possibility. Yeah, I've always respected you. I've always thought about, like the way you think. And I'm getting into real estate. I don't know if you've ever thought about real estate. Maybe we could go in a deal if something looks good and create some cash flow for ourselves. I don't know. I was just thinking about you. And I love your attitude of gratitude and living life by abundance. So I'm curious if you'd like to know more. There you go. Love it. So we slide into compliments. We go into something expansive, right? Where he's talking about abundance. In my example, we're talking about just the company's expanding. I always want to talk about expansive so that people can see themselves fitting into it. And then we don't make an assumption, right? So I'm curious if you would like to know more. Or, maybe you like what you see. We could do something together. No assuming. More inquisitive. So that was Anthony's contribution. Appreciated, Anthony. Charlene says, I've always appreciated your drive. I ran across this possibility that taught me how to pay down my student loan debt in a fraction of the time. If you're open to it, I'd like to share it with you and see maybe in the future you could do a deal or two. Sweet. And then Hirap says, I've always admired how you carry yourself. Have you ever thought about doing business in real estate together? I value your opinion and will love to get your feedback on an opportunity for us to work together. Would you be open to that? See what I mean, guys? This stuff is easy. So open, if you are using the app, the Zoom app this morning, and just open up the chat box and you can copy paste those into your notes or into an email and send it off to yourself. Or if you're making your own PowerPoint, grab these words. Good job, guys. Appreciate you contributing. Maybe we could get a lady to contribute this morning. All right, what would you say if you're out and about following this formula so far? We got a compliment. We got a possibility. And then we're going to an invite. We're opening up to an invite. And the key is always to end with questions or to end with some sort of putting it back on them, right? Not just making a statement, but putting it back on them so that they continue that conversation. Ravi, you got a question? I saw you raised your hand here. You want to come off mute? What's up?
Yeah, Mr. Mike, can you put step number 2 back up real quick? My screen froze. I wasn't able to snap a pic of it.
So step 2 is the compliment, being sincere, being genuine, no matter how big or small. The key is sincerity.
Thank you, sir. Got it.
You got it, man. Good seeing you this weekend. Okay. So quick recap.
Likewise.
Step 1, be in a hurry. Step 2, compliment. Step 3, we're getting into the invite. We got the direct and indirect approaches. So you could, with the indirect approach, say something like, I'm getting into real estate. Do you know anyone who's looking for a way to save money in taxes? Did you know real estate's the best way to save money in taxes? Right? That way it's a direct or an indirect. Who do you know? Do you know someone that might be? Okay, so we got a couple examples from the team. Thanks for contributing, guys. Okay, Sherry Wallace typed in here, I have always loved your entrepreneurial spirit. You know I'm in real estate. Have you ever thought about getting started in real estate? Maybe we may be able to work together. Simple. There you go. Okay, Anthony's got a question here. I love it when you give them the opt-out. Well, this may not be for everyone, and I understand will not be offended. Right. Right. I know it's not for everybody. I just thought of you. Maybe you like it. Maybe you don't. No big deal either way. And we don't want to use a tie down. We want to be inquisitive. Right? It's more like you have here's some ice cream. Right? You don't stand up and say, chocolate's the best flavor, blah, 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 blah. You got to have it in a cone with some sprinkles, blah, 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 blah. All you do is you say, ice cream tastes good. Would you like a bite? Like Andy, but if you don't want to bite of ice cream, that's okay. I'll finish it. No big deal. That's what Anthony's saying. It's just you're coming from a place of, hey, I don't know if you like this. Would you like to try a bite? Think about Renatus as like a bite of something you want them to try. Okay, that's the approach. All right, Reiko Johnson, what do we got here? I've always respected your work ethic, and I'm tired of selling cars 6 days a week. What do you want to take a look, since we want to kill it and have fun along the way? Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm having fun along the way. Why don't you just take a look? Yep, we're using questions. Wouldn't it make sense for you to just take a look? Because we were talking about making money and having fun along the way. Just come take a look at this. If it's not for you, it's all good. Okay, Allie says, I just heard you bought a new house. Congratulations. I just learned how to pay off debt a lot faster without having to change your lifestyle. It's helped me pay off my debt. Would you like to learn more about this? Exactly. Exactly. I just learned is a great way to be an advocate, to be a consultant, not a salesperson. It's a great work, Allie. Okay, so let's move on. Step number 4, here we go, step number 4 is called If I, Would You. Step number 4 is If I, Would You. Oh, we got one more from Jennifer. All right, Jennifer says, hey, I love your drive and motivation. I found a company that's expanding that has an abundance of opportunity. Would you like to join my team? We'll change the question, Jennifer, at the end to, would you like to see what it's like to be a part of my team? And we want a little less of a tie down, a little less commitment. We want them to look at this point. You just take a look. So would you like to take a look at what it's like to be on my team? Right? And then we can say, well, here's what it's like to be on my team. We talk every morning, twice in the morning and once in the afternoon. Here's what it's like to be on my team. We do a phone call with or a founders webinar with the CEO once a week. Do you get to talk to your CEO once a week? Here's what it's like to be on my team. We go look at properties on the weekends. Here's what it's like to be on my team. Yeah, something like that. Would you like to take a look? Perfect. So step 4 is If I, Would You. I just learned how to save a ton of money on my taxes. And as a business owner too, is this something that would interest you? Right? We've got to remember, Tracy, throw in a compliment. Right? I just learned. Hey, I know you love learning. You're an avid learner. I know you love to learn things, so I just learned. I thought I'd share. Something like that. Rolando, you can, if you want. It's not as effective, but if you want, yeah, you can say, hey, listen, you're always able to use these as somewhat of an exposure, I guess. I mean, it's up to you. You know, we don't say things in the proper order for exposing people to our company in the most profitable way we know how. This is just a training. But if you want to show your guests, like, hey, man, I got a training that I know if you plug in and you become an IMA will really help you crush it. You want to do something like that? But again, it's you're running a risk. So I wouldn't just make this part of my marketing strategy to have a guest listen to the morning trainings. Okay, I would say, hey man, as soon as you become a business partner or you decide you're going to get involved with this possibility, then I will get you access to all the trainings that have been helping me. And you can use it more as a reward for taking action. That's how I would do it, Rolando. You betcha. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. So if I would you, if I would you, if I would you, if I would you. Just get in the mode of this. Don't just say, I want to give you, or here, here, here. It's if I would you. So you're not going to offer your third-party tool, which is either the business card with the link on it, you know, a flyer or a brochure, or just saying the webinar, the webinar link. You're not going to offer this third-party tool unless, remember what we talked about until versus unless? Unless they agree to do something in return. This is the secret weapon. They have to agree to it. You're not just going to say, here, take this, and then they're just going to throw it on the ground as soon as you turn around. So, if you don't get a commitment, then don't offer it. Here's what I mean. You're going through these steps, right? Step one, be in a hurry. Oh man, my exit's in 2 stops. I'm gonna hop off the train here in just a second. But you know what, man? I really like those sunglasses. What are those, Ray-Bans? Man, those look really good. Hey, this is totally out of the blue, and I don't know how you feel about this, but have you ever thought about getting into real estate, or are you planning on doing what you're doing right now for the rest of your career? They're going to say their answer, and then you're going to say something like, well, you know, I want to share this with you. This is a quick exposure into, and then based off of what you said in your compliment, right? Like we've all brought up different things about paying off student loans, paying off taxes, just making money. So you would say that thing to go along with what you started with. Okay. You ever thought about making money from home so you can quit your job? Well, I got this video, I got this training, I got this collection of stories that will train you on how people all over our country are making enough money to quit their jobs. Now, you know, it's not a typical thing we're doing here, but if I handed this to you, if I gave this to you, if I sent you a link, would you watch it? If I set up a 5-minute phone call to introduce you to this person, would you hop on? If I saved you a seat at the training, would you show up? If I walked you through a property that one of my community members is working on, would you like to see that? See how that works? You got to nail it in this kind of structure. If I would you. If I would you. Did you hear all those different ways I brought it up? If I would you. Okay, moving right along. It's time to get a commitment. Okay, so step 4 is finish the invite, or the if I would you. Step 5, get a commitment. Don't suggest a time for them. Ask the question, have them give you a time. If it's not definitive, like I'll try to do it sometime, then tell them I don't want to waste your time or mine. Why don't we just try to lock in a time or you'll have seen it for sure. I'm going to add that word where just to be a little more flowy with the language. Why don't we just try, right? Because you're being passive here. We don't use try when we're talking to our subconscious mind, but with some people, sometimes we do. Why don't we just try to lock in a time where you'll have seen it for sure? Okay. Yeah, don't say, how about I call you tomorrow? You say, will you have seen it by tomorrow so I can call you? See the difference? Right? Or you hand them the card with the webinar link on it, and they say, sure, yeah, I'll definitely watch this. But they didn't tell you the time. You got to say, great, we'll buy a win. Let's get our first commitment. If I sent this link to you, would you watch it? That's our first commitment, right? Yes. Great. When? When? By when? So that I can call you, we can pick up where we left off. So in this commitment, you're saying, if I sent this to you, remember, if I send this to you, you'll watch it. They are going to say yes, and you say, great, by when? That's technically when they answer that question, that's the second time they're saying it. So step 4 is, if I would you, and we get our first yes. If I give you this, would you watch it? Yes. That's number 1. Then we say, great. By when? When should I call you? So by when will you have seen it so I can call you to talk about what you've seen? Then when they say next Tuesday, that's next commitment number 2. So we got the yes and we got to commit by next Tuesday or later tonight or call me in the morning or next Saturday and it's a busy week. Whatever, they've just now committed and they suggested a time. So you got 2 commitments in one conversation. Then step 6 is triple confirm. So then you're going to say, for the 3rd time, you're going to say, so if I call you on Saturday, you'll have seen it for sure, for sure. Or whatever time they said, call me in the morning. So if I call you in the morning, you'll have seen it for sure, for sure. Yes, that's our 3rd confirmation. Okay, the key to step 6 is they've said now 3 times that they'll follow through, and they've done it all by themselves. We didn't tell them to commit. We asked them, if I would you. So if I called you on this day, you'll have seen it. For sure, for sure. By when will you have seen it? These are just questions. These are their answers. This is why it works. This is why it's easy, it's smooth, there's no resistance. Because it's their answers. They've set an appointment with you for the future. So guess what? When you have appointments, they're no longer cold calls. We are professionals sticking to appointments. Isn't that what professionals do? Yeah. So that's what we're doing here, setting appointments. Step 7, get a time and a number. Well, now we've got them to say yes 4 times because now they're giving us their number and a time of day when to call them. So I'll call you on Saturday and you'll see it for sure. Perfect. So if I call you by 11 a.m., you'll see it for sure, right? At breakfast, got the kids out in the yard playing or whatever, you got your Saturday going. So quick 10-minute call, follow up with you. If I call you at 11 on Saturday, you'll see it for sure, right? Yes. Number 4, okay. Now they've said yes 4 times, and the chances they'll fall through have increased from less than 10% to over 80%. Think about that. If you would have just said, hey, go check this video out, less than 10% chance of getting it done. But you spend 30 more seconds in a conversation with these 3 steps to over 80% see the information now. Okay, then put this appointment that you've just booked in a place where you will remember. There we go. More accurate. So here's what I do when I set reminders in my calendar. If it's not the first thing in the day, then I'll set a reminder with 2 hours, and I'll set a reminder for a half an hour. That I know I need to call this person. Hey, in 2 hours, you got to call Bill. Like, all right, I'm in the middle of this, so within 2 hours, I'll definitely be in a new spot. Then in half an hour, hey, remember you're going to call Bill in half an hour. That's how I've set it up with my iPhone when I do these calendar appointments. But if it's the first thing in the morning, what I'll do is set something right before I go to bed. I'll put the calendar invite or the calendar reminder appointment, 10:30 at night. Hey, in the morning, you got this call. Because a 2-hour reminder in the morning won't work. I'm asleep. Right? So that's how I remind myself, because the fortune's in the follow-up. If you don't call them back on the day you said you would, how on earth are you going to build trust enough for them to spend money with you? So just remember. Use calendar systems, appointment systems. Your brain isn't enough to remember. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Oh, we got some chats. Let me check real quick. Here it says, what would you say if they gave you some ridiculous timeline, like 4 weeks from now or something like that? Well, here it does depend on what you're committing them to. If you're committing them to the 90-minute and they know they're just busy in the middle of something, right, like they're an architect, they just took on a job, they're working 80 hours a week, they got to manage a crew, plus their kids need this and their dog needs that. Oh my goodness, I love what you're saying, but dude, it's seriously going to be like 4 weeks before I can even think about it. Just something like that, okay, no big deal. I'll shoot you a reminder text, 3 weeks out, just say, hey, remember next week, you're going to check this out. Are you cool if I do that? If it's a situation like that, which I've had happen, then by all means, 4 weeks, okay, do your thing. But if someone just has one crappy job, no kids, and they're just being a ding-dong and they're saying, yeah, give me like a month or so, I'll check it out. Then it's like, you know what? If you're not able to really check it out this week, then you're probably not my person. It's no big deal, right? I like your attitude. You got a great smile. I'm sure this would be fantastic for you, but it just sounds like it's not for you right now. No big deal. Right, so when you get to that if I would you, and then they don't give you that kind of answer, just, all right, well, that's not for you then. No big deal. Then go in indirect. Do you know anyone this is for? No? Okay. Who do you know that would like right now to save money on taxes or pay off debt? Not next month. Do you know anyone right now? Then move to that. Okay, Lee says at the end of the call, could you show the slides again? A few seconds for each of them. Yes, I will do that. And Catherine says go over step 6. Confirm. If I would you, confirm. Okay, so when will you be able to watch it by? Great. So if I called you at that time, you'll have seen it for sure. Yes? Boom, we got it 3 times now. Okay, so Anthony's got some contribution to Hira's question. My answer would be, since you don't seem to have time, you probably need this more than you think. Yeah, that's another approach too. And have you ever thought about that? The fact that you don't have time to even watch this is kind of a problem and not really a sustainable life. Right, you're kind of walking a tightrope because you don't want to make them wrong. You want them to make themselves wrong. So Anthony's right in how you phrased it. Like, hey, well, don't you think that? And we're being in a way that's more inquisitive, not accusatory. You want to inquire, not accuse. Because you could easily say, well, since you don't have time, obviously you're not in something that's going to work for you, so you should just check this out. No. That's accusatory. You want inquiry. Well, don't you think that if you're running out of time to even check out this amazing thing that maybe you need it more than you think? Okay, you got to be passive and be in an inquiry mindset to do this. Because you don't know what you don't know, and I was in the same position. Now I own my own time. You're stuck in Busyville. Yeah, if they're your friends, by all means. You'd be like, look, I know you. I know if you were working this hard, but in this arena that I'm working in, you could do fantastic things. Right, going back to the compliment. If you did have more time, what would you like to do? There you go. Yeah, just putting it back into the question. What would you do if you had more time? Yeah, man, I really wish I had more time. All right, well, you got to figure out how to watch this training, man. If you did have more time, what would that look like for you? What would you do? Boom. Now you're telling them you do have time to watch this. I like it, Tyler. You do have time to watch this. What would that look like for you to be able to do that? Nice. Okay, then step 7, get a time and a number. Okay, and then step 8, walk away. Why do you have to walk away? Because you started with, I'm in a hurry. You got to wrap it up. I am in a hurry. Okay, I got to run. It was fantastic talking to you. I wish we could talk more right now, but I am in a hurry. So I'll check back in with you soon, all right? Or you're on the light rail. You see your exit's coming. Hey, man, hey, give me your number. Hey, man, it was nice talking to you. I wish I could stay some more. But have a fantastic day, and I'll call you on that day that we just discussed, right? Be in a hurry. It's so easy. And because you started out in a hurry, you don't have to be that super nice, super polite, awkward, goodbye, give me a hug. Should I shake your hand? Should I this, that? Goodbye, yes, oh, thank you, goodbye, yes, oh, goodbye, okay, yes, goodbye, goodbye. Don't do that. I'm in a hurry. Just leave. So that's the beauty of it. Some of you are like, well, I don't know how to end a conversation. Well, start the conversation with, I'm in a hurry. That's it. Walk away. All right, so from the beginning, and then it is time to move on with our Wealth Wednesday. 3 a day, 90 a month, 1,080 a year. If you only get 10% of them to enroll, that's 100 grand. And that's only if they buy essentials. How many people are going to buy combos? Half, right? Let's do this. So 3 a day. Here's our goal. It's education and understanding. I'm just here to help educate you on what we do and help you understand how you can benefit. Step 1, be in a hurry. Screenshot. Everyone's getting this. Step 2, compliment. Step 3, make the invite. We got the direct and indirect approach. For example, plus the other examples we have in the chat box from everyone contributing. Thank you, by the way. I think that was like 8 or 9 of you contributing, taking time away from the training to be a trainer. You guys are awesome, so good job. Okay, step 4 is if I would you. Step 5 is get a commitment. But remember, it's not through a suggestion, it's through a question. Step 6 is confirm. So say, if I give you this, would you watch it? Yes. When you think you could watch it by this date, great. So if I called you by this date, you'll have seen it for sure. Yes? Yes. Triple confirm. Okay. Get the time and number again. Okay, great. Give me your number. All right, I'll call you for sure then. Yes, great. Put the appointment in your calendar and follow up, and walk away. Remember, you're in a hurry, right? So the best thing is to say something like, well, great. We'll talk then. Gotta run. Oh, this is so easy. If I can do it, you can do it. Anybody could do it. All right. I'll do it one more time. You know what else I'm going to do? Guys, this is a PowerPoint in Google Drive. Share, copy link. See, those of you who stayed a little late, I'm going to put it in the chat here real quick. Now, remember, I changed a few things from opportunity to possibility. Okay, so go in and change those, make those few edits. But now all of you guys got the link right there. Open up the chat box, copy paste this link, text it to yourself. Remember, results aren't typical. Everyone's got it now. Grab that link. Okay. Guys, get out there. Share this with your team. This is easy to do. It's free to do. And it doesn't take that much time. You're already out and about in your life. Handle it.
Hi,
Go out there, add
Michael.
some value. Make a difference in people's lives. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, you got it, Suresh.
Hi, Michael. Hi,
Ross,
Michael. Good
it
morning.
depends. You got to get permission, Ross, about sending that appointment. Just say, hey, do you mind if I just send you a calendar invite too, so we're on the same page? Then yeah, you got 5 confirmations, by all means. Cool. Yes, ma'am. What's up?
Good morning. Hi, this is Patricia in California.
Hi, Pat. What's up?
Good. I'm just listening. I can't watch, but I wanted to get that link that you had. Who can I get that from?
Well,
I can't see.
what's your reasoning behind not using the app instead of that and just dialing in?
I'm at work, so I can't really watch.
Patricia, this is Melissa. I have it and I can send it to you.
Okay, thank you, Melissa. Thank you,
Cool.
Michael.
Just like that, teamwork makes the dream work.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you bet. See, even while she's at work, she's plugging in, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let your IMAs make excuses about how they can't hop on to the training. Awesome. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, everybody, for contributing this morning. Anthony, everybody, you guys are awesome. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Go and use this, apply it, and share it. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, Hobby, for setting us up.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.